Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at Iksupan Last Stand, and Iksupan Last Stand is the entrance level of the Iksupan extension. So this is the level that we're going to be talking about right here, just so you know, okay? So let's take a look at the results. So I recommend this place for a level 400 plus Paladin with best in slot items. So if you have your Pendulet, your Alicorn Ring, your Alicorn Helmet, most likely Soul Bleeder and Gnome Armor, you can come here around level 400. It should be manageable. If you don't have the best in slot items, you probably want to wait until 450 or 500 or so, because those monsters hurt a lot. So do keep that in mind. With regards to the results, you can expect raw experience is about 3.8 kk raw. And the loot is the main draw of this place. Actually, this is a profit place mostly. You can get up to like 900k per hour. The Iksupan drop quite a lot of loot, so that's nice. The overall tier rating I give it is around a B-. I don't think it's some amazing spot, but it's very fast to do your Iksupan bestiary here, or like to complete like an 800 kills hunting task here. And overall it's pretty fun spot. It's a little bit annoying with the spikes. We'll talk about that a little bit more when it comes to the route. Yeah. And this place peaks at somewhere around 4.5 kk raw, around, I would say, like level 550. I think it's not really going to be able to do much more than that. Difficulty, I give it a 7 out of 10, around like level 450. It's not as difficult as the other Iksupan extension. The Occupied Sanctuary is much harder. This one is a little bit easier because there's just much more room to kite and sort of get out of sticky situations. So I think this one plays a little bit easier. With regards to bestiary, it'll take about 3.5 hours for Iksupan and about 6 hours for Mitmar Scouts. With regards to Mitmar Seers, I recommend doing those at Iksupan Occupied Sanctuary, which I've made another video for, so feel free to check that one out. And the other Iksupan Occupied Sanctuary, in my opinion, is overall the better hunting spot. It's got less profit, but much better experience, and it's much more fun to hunt, in my opinion. But anyway, in this video, let's focus on Iksupan Last Stand. So, requirements level 400 plus, you'll need to complete the Galpin and the City of Gold quest part 2. This place can in fact be hunted by knights and paladins, definitely. I don't know why I've put druids and sorcerers. Yes, they definitely can hunt here as well. There's a lot of kiting room. I've seen videos of mages hunting here, and it's pretty okay. So definitely able to hunt here as a mage as well. Duos and full team hunts, probably not. It's probably going to be too rough. Maybe on like a rapid respawn, you could do it. It'd be pretty damn crazy here on rapid respawn, by the way, because there's lots of density. With regards to imbuements, all standard imbuements plus energy or death imbue would be very welcome. I think probably having like a gnome armor with a death imbue, or like a soul shell with an energy imbue, would probably be what you're looking at. I was personally only using gnome armor with no protection imbuement, and it was fine. But then again, I do have best in slot items, so do keep that in mind. If you don't have best in slot items, you're going to be wanting that protection imbuement for sure. And you want to prioritize physical protection followed by energy protection, and you definitely want to be using a Pendulet and either Alicorn Ring or Prismatic Ring, because those help a lot. Definitely a lot, and without those you will struggle here at level 400, so definitely keep that in mind. Moving on, for supplies per hour, about 1600 Great Manners, 50 ultimates, 1500 diamond arrows, 700 thunderstorms, 6 bullseye potions per hour. Now, the first time you come here, you might want to consider using great spirit potions instead of great mana potions, just to get a little bit more used to the spawn, as there can be quite a lot of damage, bursty damage, so do keep that in mind. Maybe be a little bit careful. With regards to charms, I recommend Curse or Low Blow and Iksupan and Poison on Mitmar Scout, and Zap on Mitmar Seer if you actually have that one unlocked as well. For the wheel, I recommend T1 Gift or T1 Grenade. Both are going to be fine. I think T1 Grenade is kind of iffy because a lot of, Mitmar Seers are ranged, so they're mostly going to be sort of trying to stay away from you, and the grenade might not hit them. You can try it. I was running her with T1 Gift because I was a little bit worried about the damage. T1 Grenade would be fine as well. Definitely at higher level, I would switch to T1 Grenade. And the character you'll see in the video is around level 450 Paladin with 123 distance skill and 35 magic level, and no combat praise and no charms. Now, looking at the route, it's going to be really awkward to explain the route because the map of this place is really awkward with the spikes and stuff. So I guess maybe first I'll talk about the spikes. So there are two approaches. There are approaches to using the spikes at the end there to sort of reset the loop and get teleported back and then come down here and start again. This is how Tibia MS does it on his MS. Now, I've tried it on a Paladin, and I personally didn't find a need to do that. I didn't find it sped me up. Maybe on a sorcerer who has loads of energy damage, which works really well here, this is somehow more viable. On a Paladin, I couldn't. It didn't work for me, and also the pulls were too big and too dangerous. So I wouldn't recommend it for a Paladin. For a Paladin, I would just consider staying in this level, in this zone, and not really using that spike trick. You can do so if you prefer. And anyway, it's really hard to explain the route because the minimap looks really funky. So I suggest you just watch the video and it'll be much clearer. But basically, I do a counterclockwise loop, something like that. You know, I just go through something like that. Do a this loop, this pull here is absolutely massive, by the way. This one you want to be really careful for. And I go here and then through here. Overall, I do 5 pulls in this place. There's plenty of respawn. Respawn rate is fast. Density is crazy. So it should be plenty enough respawn for you just to be doing this nice loop. Do watch out for the spikes. If you find the spikes very annoying and you don't like having to avoid them, consider getting the full add-on, full outfit with add-ons, and at that point you get more charges for the spikes and you can basically ignore them. Anyway, I would actually say this place is kind of okay. I do still think that the Iksupan Occupied Sanctuary is considerably better, so I would recommend going to that one instead. But this Iksupan Last Stand is also pretty good. Definitely at least bestiary worthy. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, guys. I'll play the video now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.